Alright, so this is me making an attempt to record content for my second channel. So we're going to play some Surviving Mars. I already have just under 100 hours in Surviving Mars. So, I'm not too bad at this game. So we're going to randomize everything. Randomize the mission sponsor, randomize the commander profile. What icon should we go for? Mars U. Mystery. Random. Next. Has it actually told me what I've got? Give me one rocket on hard. And we have the religious trait. So we're religious commander profile. And we have one rocket. Interesting. Hydroponic farms reduced by 50. Drawback. All funding gains are increased by 20%. Martian paint. Repeatable tech that grants funding. Ah, okay. So, how do we get technology then? So the commander profile that's randomized for me is the... Which one is it they've gone for? The... No, it's gone for the Church of the New Ark as the sponsor. And the commander profile... Hydroponic farms performance reduced by 50. That's the drawback. We have Martian patents as the tech that we start with. So it's politician. So our commander profile is politician. And we have got the Church of the New Ark. Alright, okay. And we don't know what the mystery is because we have no idea. So we're going to have to go for moisture and a refinery because we're going to be playing a lot of AFK game at the moment, where we're not going to be doing a great deal, to be honest with you, because we've only got one rocket. Move the transport. We don't have an explorer. Why has it chosen the transport over the explorer? I wonder why. There might be an explanation of why, and we'll find out a little bit later. Huh. We'll find that in a bit. I'm not sure why. We might be making a massive area here. Randomized. We're going to go for this one. It has a lot of water on it. Not much concrete. A decent amount of metal. It has issues with dust devils. Okay, this is a decent start. And it's relatively flat too. Okay. I'll be honest with you. I was kind of hoping we'd go for a real easy one. I'd hope we'd get the... We'd get one with more than one rocket.
Welcome to Mars.
Whew! So we have a 2 elevation map. We have the outside and the crater. Oh, the music in this game is so good.
Anomaly found.
Ooh. We've got 2 lots of concrete here, both average. That's a very low concrete. That's got a lot of concrete, but it's very low grade. We're probably better off going here. But we need these rocks too. The water's nice to have nearby as well. I don't understand. I've got no research points, so this is all useless, right? This research is pointless because we don't have any money, right? Right?
No active research.
I think what would be best to start off with, but will it even matter? Because I've got no research. So the only way I can get research is by getting these pickups? I'm really not sure. That's a real good one, boys. I'm not sure. Anyway, I think we're going to land the rocket about here. Then we're going to scan here, here, and here. Oh, well, you can queue loads up now. Oh, you can actually queue 9 up now. Okay, so I only played this game when it was pre-release, so there has been some changes to the base game. My hair is pretty crazy at the moment. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so unkempt. Alright, let's go 3 speed. As place to solar panels. Drop a little bit of cable. Drop a concrete extractor. Which one's the best one? They're both almost identical. Didn't mean to do that. Oops. Do we go dead in the center, or do we try and get 2?
No active research.
I don't think we're going to be that desperate.
Research complete. Anomaly analyzed.
How did that research, even though I've not got funding? I don't understand. Is this something due to... Is this something due to the commander profile, the investor? We get research for nothing. I'm not sure how it works. Okay, we'll see in a second. I'll have to admit, I'm going to throw that out there, guys. I've never actually played. I've never played on this... Oh, crap, I just realised that's really far away, isn't it? Yeah, I've got to openly admit with you right now, guys. I've never actually played on this investor profile before. I've never done the Church of the New Ark. That's the water extractor. The vaporizer... Okay. So the choice would have been to get fuel by the moisture evaporator or extracting water out of the ground. Anomaly found. That's a meteorite that hit there. Alright, they're collecting metals. I have a feeling we're going to have trouble with metal. I don't know why. It depends what we find around us. Okay, what we're doing. So, we're building these 2, and then we need the refinery. Then we need a way of getting some fuel. Done. And we need...
Though initially fruitless.
Large waters deposit has been discovered. Oh my god, it's huge! Oh wow, okay. Wow, okay, that changes the game a little bit. Wow, okay. That's insanely lucky. Oh, it's not in range. But we can make it in range. The only downside is we need to know what's around here. If there was a metal deposit here, here, and here, and here, that would make life... That would make life perfect. But we need to go for that. There's no doubt about it. We have to do that. Because we need to take advantage of as much water as we can pull out of the earth as we can. And that is enough water to last us the freaking game. Well, maybe not true. I imagine probably mid to late game we might run out if we rely on it 100%. But we'll see how things go. If you guys were hoping for an aesthetically pleasing Mars, I'm really sorry to disappoint you, but this is not going to be that serious. Well, I take it back, actually. I do care about how aesthetic it looks sometimes. Sometimes, I don't know. I have this point where I care a lot, and then all of a sudden it just drops off massively, and I don't care anymore. Oh, what's this? Oh, so they won't even go here, so I have to place a drone hub, aren't I? I have to pray that these 3 zones here these adjacent ones are going to have some metal. Otherwise, my first colony is going to be very, very difficult. Oh, I get it now. So I gained funding. Oh, I gained research because of discovering an anomaly. I realize what's happened now. Okay, that makes sense. I also feel like I need to have a sensor tower here too.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
Anomaly found. And it turns out that's a meteorite again. I think we'll go over there. I think we can reach there. Yeah, I think that's fine. I have like this conflicting feeling about this game because like one moment you're looking at the game and you're kind of like, wow, the game's really huge. And then you zoom back and you're kind of like, whoa, it's not so big anymore. Yeah, for some reason this game says it's using all my CPU. And it is. It's using 100% of my CPU power. How are you using so much? That's really strange. I've never seen that before. And I've streamed this game before, right? So why are you all of a sudden right now saying that I'm using too much CPU?
You're listening to Mars Official Radio with Penna Masculine, your first radio host choice with the best radio voice.
That's really weird. I wonder if this is recording. Anyway, we need more solar panels. Perfect. Perfect.
Vehicle battery low. No active research.
Nice.
Research complete. Anomaly analyzed.
I don't want to queue up the research, but... Some nice faster drones, apartments, fungal farms, surface heating. I get the impression that the game's forcing me in a direction here. I've run out of steel. I've run out of steel. I have. Yeah, I've run out of metals. I need to find metals here. If I can't find metals around me right now, this series is over. It's done. Are you coming back? Yep. Oh yeah, I'm totally screwed then, aren't I? So... I desperately, really desperately... Hold on, why are these areas taking so long to scan? Have they reduced the scanning time? It feels like it.
Sector scanned.
Okay, so there is some metal over here. Oh my god, it's just outside the range. I think we may be cooked, boys. Have a look. Wow, I've never seen myself hit 100% CPU usage. Alright, I'm officially screwed. There's nothing I can do. I don't think what I could do in this instance. I've only got the one rocket. I could buy a rocket. but money's a bit tight. I can kind of hope there's some resources here that I can pick up. Doesn't particularly help me, that, does it? Are we produce any fuel? Nope. It kind of looks like the drone range is a little bit shorter. No, it's not. It's the same.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
How many steel we got here? 21. We've also got another 24 here. Okay, that's great. Okay, that'll keep me going. We've got some more. It's so strange how like this concrete rubbing right next to me. But yeah, I couldn't see until I scanned the area. That's so weird. Alright, good. And we have 6 dudes in there. That's fine. Yeah, so we're in some desperate need of solar panels right now. That's our main crux right this second. How much steel do we have? 5.
Anomaly analyzed.
Adopted probes, extraction, amplification. Not something I can take advantage of at this moment. So one of the other penalties I get for the Church of the New Ark is that hydroponic farms don't produce much food. I think that's the encouragement to try and go for standard conventional farms, isn't it? That's the impression that I get. I wonder if this is going to be enough power in the day. 1, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I think we need another 1. I know we need 25, but we need some more in the day to fully charge this. Sword power 8. Status idle. Max output 20. Is the output and the input the same? In that case, we're better off just having another one then. How much steel we got now? 7. We've not finished this pipe off. Is it in range? Yeah, it is. There we go.
Sector scanned.
So, I'm not sure for refinery. No, I was about to say that if we pulled water out of the ground really quickly, must be connected to a water consumer. It is. Oh, it's not. And that isn't either. What am I doing? What am I doing? How am I doing today? I'm doing very well, my dude. I had this random sleep during the day today, which is really unlike me. I had all these plans I'd wrote down for today. I did most of my little domestic chores, you know. And then I woke up and it was like 8 o'clock. And I was like, wow, I didn't expect myself to sleep like that. Anyway, we've got the water here. And it looks like there's an option here for another dome in this region. Can you actually place a dome over this? Because this is not really... This is meant to be a map that has low concrete. We have found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 deposits within our landing zone. That's pretty insane. I wonder if we can drop a dome right in the center of there. Oh my god, we can. But that's actually a little bit too much.
Scanned. Anomaly found.
It's probably better to have 2 domes. 1 here and then 1 here. Oh, actually, look at the capacity. Is that a high capacity water? 11k versus 20k. Okay, actually, I'm starting to think that that isn't as high capacity as I thought it would be. I've just kind of made it in my head to think it's that way, but it's not. Well, that's good.
You're listening to Mars Official Radio. I'm your host, Penem Eskelin. I left my home country when I was in my 20s. Coming to a new culture is quite a challenge.
Home
Over
country.
the years, I noticed how I absorbed parts of the American culture.
More like home planet,
The
wouldn't it?
personality I have today is the result of that fusion. I believe that I influenced America too. On a meta level, the exact same kind of absorption is taking place right now on Mars.
This is a decent start, actually.
Anomaly analyzed.
One dome here and one dome. No, just both of most domes here.
There's more to the barren environment.
It's not always possible, but the first two domes next to each other tend to be quite a smart idea. It's just convenient for transportation and use of drone hubs.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
Oh, wow, how convenient. Very nice. Hey, Dave, love your content. Please keep up the good work. Oh, thank you, JC. I appreciate that, dude. I really do. Thank you so much, dude.
Dust storm approaching.
Dust storm. What do dust storms do again? They make moxies and moisture evaporators not function. Well, that's great, because I have neither of those. Hey, hey. I think they're not good for solar panels, though, are they? Oh, that's maxed out now. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, wow, this is recovered. Saved, boys. We saved. We find that if we didn't have that steel here, it would have been that metal here would have been over. Saved.
Anomaly
Does it expect me to outsource then? Is that the reason why I don't get any research?
There's more to the barren.
Okay, water reclamation. Never built one of those. I heard they're pretty good though, because it reduces water. Well, you only would go for that is if you're really struggling with water, wouldn't you? But I've got 2 water deposits right near my home landing zone, so I feel like I'm relatively safe, you know. It's a shame this drone hub is pretty useless though. That's a shame. So I'm gonna need another drone hub to be here. If we place another drone hub about here, then we can have 2 domes
Sector
here.
Scanned. Anomaly found.
Anomaly found. Alright, we are sending this rocket back. But we need to fuel it first. So it looks like the maximum you can charge it in a day is 20 power. And then it discharged at 20 power as well, I think. I'm not sure about that actually. Well, actually, no, it's discharging based on the amount of fuel power that I need, isn't it? That's 20, so that's not a good scale. We'll see how much it gets charging during the day, and that'll give me an idea. I'd imagine you could charge it, and it would discharge at the maximum capabilities. So storing power 40. So it can it charge and 54? Well, maybe I'm totally wrong then. Why does it say power shortage -4? We have a power shortage?
The rover went dark for 5 hours.
The RC rover has more function and has to be repaired by drones.
Contact with an unusually
Wow!
high
The 50% take granted the following technologies: low G drive, faster drones, rovers. We've already done that one. Autonomous sensors, which is alright, but not that great. We've lost our drover, boys. That's not good. So the downside to the start of this campaign, guys, is that we don't really have a lot to do. We're kind of playing a waiting game here. Storage is full of what? Oh, concrete, right. I usually drop a concrete, but today I've forgotten. There you go. There you go. Feedback gaming. Elon Musk. No, feedback gaming greater than Elon Musk. Maybe. Maybe, we'll see. Depends if this Mars expedition goes well, you know? We'll see, eh? We'll see. 47% boost. That's actually really good, too. Well, actually, is that higher because of the dust storm? Oh, that actually might be higher because of the dust storm, right? No, run out of power. Not enough water? Do we need the battery? Oh, is it because during dust storms that the solar panels don't work? I think they don't. So it would be really nice to have a rover. And it would be nice to have a transport as well. If we get a transport, we're not going to run out of steel for the foreseeable future. Yeah, I think the dust storm makes solar panels useless, doesn't it? I think it does. Does that kind of mean that I need to have a few... Wind turbines are useful if I desperately need the power, but I don't desperately need the power.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
No, I don't desperately need the power, so in that case, I'm not going to get the wind turbines. The only instance where I desperately need power is if I've got people. I don't want them to get hypothermia. So the only problem when you start with one rocket in Surviving Mars is the first section of the game, you pretty much don't really do that much. You're kind of just waiting around to refuel the rockets to send them back. I could buy another rocket, but I'm nervous that I might blow my budget. And I don't want to do that because I've got no way of getting more monies. The positive point, though, is I could go for research for Martian patents, which is probably something I'm probably going to go for. Yes. That feels like a nice meme. Hi, feedback. How are you doing? How are you? I'm alright, my dude. Not too bad. Take a quick loan of $1 million, yeah. Yes. What we're doing on resources. Maintenance of electronics 0.1. Maintenance of machine parts for 0.4. Maintenance of pollens at 0.1. Machine parts are a slight concern. Only a slight concern, though. So I am going to need a rover to repair this Explorer, aren't I? Oh, actually, this is higher up. Oh, okay. I can go up here on this ramp, right? I'm really curious to see what's up here. What do I do with my offline time in between YouTube and Twitch? I'll be honest with you, dude, not a lot recently. I feel like I had a lot of hobbies and they all kind of disappeared. You know, that's actually a really good question. Recently, not a lot. My health's pretty bad, so I end up sleeping a lot more than the average person. Oh man, more water? What? More water? And it's a high-grade water? What? Damn. Yeah, I don't know. I went through okay, so this is gonna sound like really snobbish, okay, but I went through like phases in my life where I wanted to work for myself. So I'd think of like 101 different ways I could work for myself. So in the old days, I remember like being in between jobs at the time, and I bought like a notepad. I bought these sticky labels, and I like said to myself that I'm gonna be like this guy who repairs people's computers. And I think that's a job that I'm fully capable of, because I know everyone has this experience of like repairing people's computers and stuff, but there's been multiple instances where I like did it on the side as an actual job, friend of a friend kind of thing. I guess I must have fixed like 30 computers or something. I don't know. Maybe that's not even a lot. Maybe that's not a lot of experience. But regardless, I thought I could do it as a job, and I got like a notepad. I got like all these like businessy shit. You know what I mean? I bought stencil and all these. I can't think of to describe them right now. My brain's a bit fuzzled. But all this accessory stuff, like I was planning ahead, like what I was going to do with it, like in this idea of forming like a business of repairing people's computers. And I was so young at the time, I was like in my early 20s, and I really didn't have the balls to do it. I just couldn't deal with the fact that having to deal with customers face to face, and it was like the wrong time in my life to do it. What's the plan I'm going on to now? I'm not sure. Oh, what I do in my offline time? Oh yeah, so like. Yeah, so I used to be like this like big computer nerd and like constantly like taking apart hardware in my computer and needing to format my computer over and over and over again, which I think a lot of people that have been linked to computers for a lot can relate to. And that's a hobby that I just don't feel like I've invested much into recently. My like #1 goal right this very second is to try and stop spending money and save up a bit of money, move out my parents, and then And then just be a little bit more financially independent. Because right now I feel like a sponge. Mars. Did I hear about the focus exploit in the Iron Man mode? I tried to tell you a little before yesterday. If you want to contact me, you can DM me on Discord. I am always available. Yeah, I'm trying to think if that's a true statement. Am I always available on Discord? Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'd say yes to that. And I also went through this phase as well where I wanted to be a musician as well. I really did enjoy playing guitar, but I never really got good at it. I thought in my head I was getting good, but I never got like really good to that level where you could write your own music. And my God, did I try and write my own music. God damn. One of the hardest things to be a musician is to be able to write your own music. And no matter where I looked on the internet or whatever books I read, there was never like a formula that you could follow. Maybe this is the nerd and Dave speaking right now, but I wanted a formula for writing a song so I could recreate it and therefore evolve from writing a song. You know what I'm trying to say? And I could never find that online. So if anyone is ever going to invent something online regarding music, write like a how-to guide of how to write a song. Like, write down a formula, something like a guide, a manual of how to do it. Because I know that's not what music is. Music's all meant to be like your emotions and natural and spontaneous. And I think the reason why there's never been like a how-to guide of how to write a song is because it takes away that specialness of it, which is fine. But what I've always done in my life is like learn how to do something by reading a manual, knowing how to calculate how to do something, and then from there using my own input evolve from that point onwards. And that was my theory. I thought, oh, if I learn how to a mechanical way of writing a song, write a song, and then from that point on, like, write lots of songs that I like it, and I'll evolve from that point onwards. But I could never find that easy start guide. It doesn't exist online. So there you go. Maybe there's a YouTube channel idea for some of you guys out there if you're musically talented. But I never got good at it, and I only got mediocre at guitar. I do enjoy playing guitar though, and I do enjoy singing. I'm not very good at singing, but I enjoy doing it. Yeah. What else did I try as well to be an entrepreneur as well? Oh, I tried to... Oh god, this is probably a bit dark. Maybe I shouldn't say this, but I tried to chip Nintendo Wii. So when Nintendo Wii came out, I was adamant I wasn't going to buy any games for it. I was like, I'm going to chip this console, and therefore... Oh, that was it as well. I waited for the first chip to come out for the Wii before I bought the Wii. And they funnily enough figured out how to chip it like fairly early on, only like a few months in. I bought a Wii and I chipped it and it went flawlessly. I can't believe it. Because, okay, so if anyone's dismantled a Wii, it is a complete farce. It has like so many like different... It has like 5 different screw types. It has like, I don't know, when you disassemble it, it's like so many different parts to it. I think they've intentionally done it in Nintendo to make it difficult to disassemble, which makes sense. And then you have to like do some really fiddly stuff, like taking like the board out and like disconnecting like these really, really fine cables that are really easy to break. And then you have to solder on these little cables directly onto the main board of the Wii. And I did it, and it was flawless. It worked flawlessly. It was perfect. And I thought, man, this was going to be a lot more difficult. You know, like you put it all back together after you soldered it, and you thought this will be a nightmare and it won't work. But I put it together and it worked. And I was like, whoa, this is awesome. I can't believe I managed to do this. I'm really impressed with myself. That's amazing, Dave. And then I like started to offer people to chip their Wiis. And I did it with a buddy of mine, and I did it, and it kind of worked. I like loaded it back up after putting the chip in, and it came up with some error when it would read the disc, and I'm like, shit, I've just put this all back together again. Assume it's like mine and it'll just work flawlessly. And it didn't work. It didn't fucking work. I had to dismantle the whole thing all over again, and then resolder it back again, and I put it back together. And I was like sweating at the time because this is someone else's Wii, and the Wii had just came out. It was selling for like 200 quid, brand new. But because it was a console that was like in high demand, they were selling on like on eBay for like 400, 500 quid. And luckily it worked, and I gave it back and I got the money for it. And then, oh god, then I got another one and I broke his Wii. Holy shit. I think what got me is that I got so confident from chipping my Wii and it went so flawlessly. I thought that I could do any of them. But my god, those soldering points are so small. And if you burn the soldering points for too long, you actually burn the pad. And if you burn the pad, you have to find an alternative way to route the cable somewhere else. And those soldering points are like the easy ones, and the harder ones are like different areas. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know a great deal about electronics. At school, for some reason, I took like metal work and woodwork at school when I should have chose electronics. I don't know what I was thinking at the time. So I don't really know electronics that well, so that probably didn't really give him much of an advantage. And I remember having to go out on eBay and buy a Wii to replace his, because I just didn't have the balls to tell him that I'd messed up his Wii and broke it. So I went out, paid for a Wii at Christmas time at an extremely high price, more than retail, because they weren't available in stores because they're all sold out. And I bought it and I gave it back, and I never told him what actually happened. That was like another attempt for me to try and be an entrepreneur and make some money on the side. Soldering is the devil. Yeah, man. I've got to admit, when I ever try and do something, I give it my fucking all, you know. I really do try hard. But it sometimes is a bit... It gives you like this false sense of like security sometimes. Like you get a little bit too ballsy and you make a lot of mistakes, and that's like the example of like every time that I've failed at something when I've tried it. I know someone was asking about my hobbies. I've gone on a tangent here, haven't I?